Welcome back to Singing in the Basement. I'm Leedle-Lue, and today we're doing some more Planet Coaster 2. Hold on. There we go. My my headphone thing was in the wrong direction. But anyway, we're doing some more Planet Coaster 2, and today is actually the 30th as of recording this, so the next update just came out. We now have on-ride photos, new like gift shops, and the Pirate and the Fairy Tales theme, which is really cool. I actually started recording an episode earlier this week, but I ended up scrapping it because I only did about 20 minutes, and all I did was trying to build a log flume ride right here, and the entire time all I was doing was having problems. Everything was going wrong, so I deleted the entire thing, and I am here to just kind of start anew. Thinking about getting rid of this water, and I want to try... I still want to build the log flume ride today, but... I'm thinking about a different way of doing it than I had originally planned, so hopefully it'll be better and will actually work. We'll go with the bigger log flume, I think. Before I had done the thin one, but I think I want to go... No, you know what? I will do the thinner one. And I had originally started it over here, but then it was having issues coming up here, and I deleted the water because I want to go through the water, but that was having issues, so yeah, like I said, I was having a lot of problems with it, so I just decided to try something new. So what I'm thinking is maybe we put the start over here, facing this way. Yeah, so then people will get on from that side, and exit over here, so maybe we put it like here. And then what we can do is just a regular track piece. Can I make it shorter than this? I can, good. Where it just goes this way first. Is that gonna work? What I also want to do is start the testing while I'm doing this. Let me hit the play button. There's no water in there, so it doesn't seem like it's gonna work. Well, maybe it will. Nope. Okay. So that's not gonna work. Can I do... What if we go over the path here? That might be okay. And then... rotate it this way. I don't hate that. I think that's kind of fun. And then rotate it back down this way. Up a little bit. Rotate it over here. But yeah, last episode, if you remember, I just kind of did all the pathways and talked to the Colonel about what he wanted for this area, since it is his domain. And I think that episode went pretty well. Not a whole lot got done, but a lot got figured out as to what would be coming next. So, like I said, wasn't the most productive episode, but it was at least looking forward and helping figure out what's going to be done in the future. Let's see, is this working so far? Looks like it. It's a little slow, but I'm okay with that. So I'm hoping if I put this down here first, then I can put the water back in and it'll go with it. Although I think that's, yeah, that's too low. So maybe if I do it like here. Nope, not curved enough. Yeah, maybe like right here. That's not bad. Now that I'm thinking about it, I had actually come up with a different concept before I hopped into this episode, but I kind of forgot about it. So what if I do that, and then we turn here? How's this look? Let me fast forward and see. Because it's very slow, but I mean, log flume rides are pretty slow other than whenever there's a drop, so I'm not too concerned about it being too slow. Yeah, that's a pretty good speed. And it slows down a good bit here. It'll speed up a little bit when it comes down this hill. And then let me speed up again. Because yeah, it is really slow. So maybe I will go back and add in some different things. Because I can do like the lifts, or I can do... Because I remembered that I had thought about putting this part elevated at the very start, but I forgot once I started recording. So what I might do here, it actually made it there, so that's good. Let me see if I can put the water back in now. Yes, I can. Good. So yeah, I guess... Is that... Yeah, that's sticking above the water, right? Yes, it is. That's exactly what I want. Cool. I'm glad it's actually working, because last episode it was... Or, not last episode, but when I was playing by myself, or when I recorded the previous episode and then deleted it, it was really getting on my nerves, because nothing was working right, no matter what I tried. So I'm glad it's actually working now. What I think I might do is straighten out here, and then throw in one of these lifts of some sort, or a spin maybe? Yeah, maybe like a spin there. Down a little bit. And then I guess back up. Can I make it... Well, I won't make it auto tunnel. I'll just come back through and delete that. Or I guess here. Let's not do that. I can't shrink it more than 12, which is annoying, but whatever. If I just turn it more. And then maybe put in another spin or a lift. Would a lift be good? I don't know. Maybe just a spin to this way. And can I auto-complete from here? Doesn't look like it. There. How's that work? So, yeah, it's down there. And this, since it's not got any lifts or anything, it should be good to... It should have power, but it says it doesn't. Or maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe the no power meant it doesn't need power. So let's put entrance over here. Exit on this side, obviously. I want to add more trains, sorry. Let's do one less. That'll be good. Okay. And then we want to have a... I forget how to do a, what's the word? Priority queue, that's the word. Could not think of that. Priority pass enabled, put the entrance on this side. Okay. So now I can do paths. And this can be testing while we do this. So we want to change this to be the Jazzy Stone path for up here. So what I think I might do is stamp builder tool. Can I do that up high? Doesn't seem to be locking into place, so maybe not, but let's see. Yeah, that didn't work. This is so if I put this here straight and then do the stamp builder tool. No, that's not what I want. Point snapping. Yeah, that'll do. So delete that. Put that there, there, there. I'll also go on this side just so it's even. And then line builder. Stairs down. Stairs down. I guess. I don't like that it has that it turns into a slope right there, but I guess I don't really have a choice. No, I do. That's on the ground. Okay. Right, isn't that on the ground? Am I crazy? Change the style to be natural path. Connect it right there. That'll work. And then I can do it on this side too if I want to. Oh, I don't want it to connect right there though. So maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just put it there and then build something over here. But that looks alright. So now we gotta do a queue path. So I think I want to build a building around this queue. And it'll probably end right here. So what I want to do now is switch to the visible queue. Actually, let's put a railing on this. Let's make it a wooden railing. Or not. Can I not do that with the invisible one, I guess? Which means I gotta pick one of these. So I guess we'll just do... Tell you what. No, because I want there to be a visible queue. I wish there was just a grass path. I guess we'll just go with the vertical wooden one. That'll be fine. I feel like the game's a little too loud. Maybe I'm crazy, but... Game sounds a little loud in my ears, so I turned it down. But, no big deal. Tell you what, I don't like that. We're going to switch back to the no railing and this. Do I like that? No. No, I do not. I really wish that I could just do a natural path with the railing. I don't get why that's not an option, but maybe I'm crazy. Yeah. I mean, if I can turn on curbs, I should be able to turn on railing for the invisible path, you know? So I guess we'll just make it the rustic queue path the whole way, but get rid of the railing at this point. That'll do. Into right there. And then we got to do the same thing over here. But I want to turn the railing back on for the priority queue. Go down. Down. Try and line it up as close as I can. That looks pretty good. Turn off the railing. Yeah, it should be good to just follow all the way. There we go. That looks alright. Should work pretty good. It's not true anymore. Not true anymore. That's fine. What is this? That's fine. This seems to have pretty good movement here. Nothing's wrecked yet. So I say we go ahead and... Testing incomplete. How's testing incomplete? I guess it's a lot slower than I thought it was, but... Now what I might do is work on some terrain around here, because like this I want to lift up around it, so it's like on a hill. I need to down the intensity on this. It's too much. Too fast. There, that looks a little bit better. Did the whole thing break, or am I crazy? Testing incomplete. Why is the okay. Start the testing, please. You were almost done with the testing. So maybe I won't mess with it again until testing is done. Make sure it can work. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna make sure this works and then we'll be right back. Okay, I figured out what the issue was. This one turned them around backwards. This one turned them turned them 90 degrees, so they still weren't facing the right way, I guess. So I had to put in one that turned them backwards again. So now it should be good. They should be facing the correct way. We can go ahead and hit play. It is now open. We are good to go, and I can go back to working on some scenery stuff. But yeah, I'm still having a good time with this game, even though it can get on my nerves a little bit. But that's okay. I feel like every game gets on my nerves at some point. Because no games are perfect, you know? Oh, there's actually people riding this already. Nice. Not on this one, but there's some people on this car. And I'm probably going to add a ride photo to this one. So that'll be cool, because we can do that after this. After I finish with some more of this terrain stuff. And I saw you can have billboards that, like, show the ride photos, so that's cool. Because what I'm thinking is we put the ride photo over here by this drop, because that's like our only real drop. And then I can put the billboard like here, so that way as you're coming up you can see the people going down, or the people down here can see it. I think that might be kind of cool. Let me finish making this look a little bit smoother. There, that's slightly better. Still very flat on this side though. What I might do is connect it here, think that looks kind of nice. It adds a lot more depth to the terrain over here. Now, what about under here? Because this kind of made a divot for some reason. So let's kind of fix this divot that it carved in the dirt. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I'll go ahead and fix it up here. For some reason my brain wanted to say flick it up here, and I was like, that's not right. That's not the right word. I don't think anyway. Go ahead and smooth this out too. Because why not? Okay, that looks pretty good. I don't mind that at all. What I think I might do is try and hide some of these big pillars with a log or something, or a tree. Just so it looks a little bit better. Oh, we got a lot of people coming out to this ride. Nice. But yeah, I'm gonna build a whole little building around this. Not right now, obviously, but in a minute. Maybe I should turn on Don't Block the Station, but it should be fine. What are people saying? There's cheap tickets. We can fix that right now. Dynamic. There we go. Nice. What else can I do real fast? Let's try doing the on-ride photo. I don't know how to do that, but let's try it. Well, I am back, and it's been about probably 20 minutes. Fun fact. You can't put ride photos on a log flume ride. Why? Why can I not put ride photos on a log flume ride? The most famous ride with ride photos at Disney is a log flume ride. Like, it's Splash Mountain, Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Why can I not put a ride photo on this fucking ride? Like, I can set up the camera for it, but I can't hook it up to this. So, whatever. Hopefully they change that in the future, so I'm going to leave this here just in case they decide to change that. But as of right now, I set this up for no reason, so that's fine. It's aggravating, but it's fine. Like I said, hopefully they'll change that in the future. Hopefully they will allow us to put a ride photo on a log flume ride. If they do, I've already got it set up, but since that didn't work, what I think I might do is drive all the way over here to this one so we can actually see how it works. Of course the ride's broken down. I hate this game. I have decided I do not like this game. Oh my god. Yeah, why is this ride broken down now? Okay, this person's whole job is to service this roller coaster. Nothing else. So you do that once this person fixes it. Anyway. So now I have to go to add-ons, and here it says add ride photo camera. It's not a sequence thing, even though you can set it up as a sequence thing, which makes no sense. But whatever. So I can hit add ride photo, and then I can pick where I want to put it. So I'm not sure where it would be a good spot for it here. I guess here probably. This is probably a good spot. So add the trigger right here. Continue. And then I can, okay, so I can like design where I want the photo to be. Obviously I don't want it to be upside down. Okay. Be right side up, please. And we want it to be on of their faces as they're coming down. So somewhere like over here, I guess, would be good. Yeah, like right there. That's good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, zoom out maybe a little bit. I think that's pretty good. And then I can build something that makes it look like that's floating. What do you mean there's no... What do I need a mechanics workshop for? Okay, anyway. That seems like a good spot. I'll put something here later on to make it look like it's not just floating there. So now I can add a photo kiosk from here. That's at least somewhat nice. So the exit's right here, so we'll put the photo kiosk right here. There we go. And now, connect the ride, even though I placed it from the ride, but whatever. Add a billboard. Let's put it like, hello? What are these? Oh, wall mounts. That's huge. That's way too big. Damn. What the? What, they just keep getting bigger. Where's just a normal size screen? 32 meters, 32 meters, 16 meters. Okay, these are smaller, but they're still huge. Like, what the hell? That's way too big. I don't like it. Like I said at the beginning of this episode, this game has a tendency to just really aggravate me. Because things that should exist don't exist, and things that should just be fully, like, it's just the way that it should be, it just isn't, and it's frustrating. But it's fine. I'm not really that upset about it. I'm just a little aggravated. That's good. So now I just want to see if this fucking works. So you all go up this ridiculous roller coaster that I should probably shorten because it's ridiculous, but it's fine. We're done with this area. We're supposed to be. I just keep coming back to it for some reason. Okay, that worked. I think I was just too ambitious with this roller coaster is the issue. So now if I do this, change image. Can I make it there? Just I want it to like cycle through them. Is that not a thing? Image. I guess just click that. Oh, so what if I do this? Delete that. Click this building again. Add a billboard again. What's going on? Oh, it's because it's got this. If I do something smaller, like this one. Okay, this is the same size, isn't it? But whatever. It's fine. Well, that didn't seem to do anything. So, I guess I have to, like, change what picture it is every time I want to change the picture. Okay, maybe that's it. Maybe I pick what car. Here, if I click this, then maybe it'll change whenever there's people on it or something. I don't know. Regardless, we'll just go with this. Rotate it. Rotate it. There we go. Nope. Okay. There we go. And then move it out of the building. That's fine. And yeah, it did update. Good. Oh. So now we know how ride photos work. We now know that they don't work on log flumes, despite that being really stupid. And, yeah. Everything's good. Invisible issues. That's cool. Okay. Is this the one that I said to... Oh, no, this is a different one. That's fine. Okay. I guess I could put one on here, maybe? Actually, probably not. This one... Could I put one on here? Nope. Strange. No train pictures. No log flume pictures. No pictures on these kinds of rides. Only on full regular roller coasters. That's a strange choice. Like, what if I want to put one on this? I can't. It just there's no option for it. Like, what the heck? What a half-assed addition to the game. I thought it was going to be really cool, but it's not that cool. Because you can only use it on traditional roller coasters. Like, that's kind of sad. Like, that's not what I was hoping for. But whatever. I don't make the decisions. So whatever. What's going on here? Why is this ride not working? You got people in line that you're just not letting on? What is going on? Hello? That was weird. Just because they needed a smaller group, maybe? I don't know, but I'm gonna take a break. I mean, we did a good amount that episode. We got this roller coaster, or not roller coaster, this log flume done, and I'm pretty happy with it. I need to add more scenery, obviously, but that's something I'll probably do next episode. We'll probably fast forward while I do that. But I think this turned out better than the idea I originally had. I'm going to build a building around this, so we'll probably do that next episode too, or I might do that off camera just because that's too much fast forwarding, I feel like, decorating and doing the building here. Then from there, we got to add something over here. I think maybe we'll try and fit a dark ride over here. Although I worry it might be too small. But we'll see. We'll mess around with that. We'll put a restaurant probably back here, just to get people walking around. I still need to put a bathroom in here, because I never actually did that. So there's just some ideas as to what's going to be in the next episode. Hopefully I'll be in a little bit better mood. I do apologize for getting a little angry, a little upset there. But that's such a dumb thing that I can't put one on this ride. But at least it looks like there's one, and I can put the kiosk there so it looks like there's one. But we'll come back to that. Hopefully in the future they'll update that to work for all rides. At least all buildable rides. Like, that's very odd that it's only for traditional roller coasters. But like I said, I'm going to call it there. I think next episode we'll work on prettying things up a little bit, because we've got a lot of infrastructure in here, but not a lot of prettiness. So we'll work on that. Maybe I'll add some more branches to this giant tree drop tower thing, so it looks a little less like a giant bush on top of a stick. But we'll see. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. This has been Leedle-Lue, signing off.